Hey guys, it's Daps. Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I want to show you how I designed these restaurant websites that accept online orders. You can see how beautiful this website is. Featured menu, about the restaurant. We are waiting for your orders. The team of professionals. Quite a fantastic, beautiful website. I'll show you how you can design this for free. It has a beautiful about page. You can see this is beautiful, and also it has a menu page as well. Best offers, you can see this is all the menu available for sale. Quite fantastic. And then the services page to list all the item of services that they are offering, from maybe a banqueting hall, important event, quick food delivery, fast food. Have a great bar, and it has a contact page as well. People can just come and contact them. Above all, the final thing is that it's able to accept orders online and people can pay after making that order. That's quite beautiful. So anybody who wants to order, if here, can just hit the order mail now. And there's also this button here, which is a right call to action. They can just click this. It will take them to the order page. An order page that looks this beautiful, where people can just come and they can see whatever they want to order, and they can just click this. Okay, I want this, and the beautiful thing again is that they can increase the quantity. I want maybe 2 plates or 3 plates of this, and then they can scroll down and see all the menu available, and then after scrolling they will see the total payment. Here they are supposed to pay, they've ordered for a food worth $27 and the shipping is $20, and then a total of $47. And then they can hit the next button, which will bring them to this page where they can now drop their details, their name, emails, a phone number. Do you want to have a pickup on your order? Yes, you may want to, or no, I request for a delivery. So let's say yes, I want to pick up my order. You can just put the date for your pickup, the time, and then you can maybe drop a comment. But no, if you want an home delivery, that's fine. So you are paying $20 definitely to get this delivered at home for you. And then you can then put your delivery address, your street, and then you can put a comment. And if you want to do that, you can check out this by paying with your credit card or paying with PayPal, and then hit the submit button. You get charged, and then an order is received, and then your food get delivered maybe in 30 minutes, or if you scroll down you can see 1 hour delivery, cutlery included, low cost, and whatever is your selling hook. So this is a beautiful website, and I want to believe that this would come in very handy for anybody who wants to have a restaurant website and you want to take online order. Then I'll show you how you can design this beautiful website for free in this video. So we are going to be designing exactly the same website, and I think I should just go ahead of myself that I will be giving out this website template out for free. So you need to follow this tutorial to know exactly how I want to get to do that. So I want to be of help as much as possible. So I know if I give you this template, this website, you can easily customize this to fit whatever you want to do. So follow me in the video to know exactly how you can get that offer. Without further ado, let's get straight into the tutorials immediately. First things first, for you to design an amazing website like this is for you to get a domain name for your website and also an hosting account. I call an hosting account a fertile ground where you can build your website, and I call the domain name of a website the address of that website. So that's exactly how I can explain this to a layman I know I did told you in the beginning that you will learn how to design these for free. Yes, that's true. The only thing I would advise you to spend a little money on is to get a budget hosting that will give you a free domain, that will give you access to so many fantastic features. For you to have a website like this that has all these pages and can take online orders, that can take payment as well, you don't want to use a free version because they will give you very limited server resources. It's literally almost impossible to have a platform like that run well on a free server. If you don't have a penny to invest in this website, I have tutorials on free hosting on my YouTube page. Recently I just did a creation of 5 best free hosting sites in 2023, but the truth is I can't guarantee you that those hosting can serve a website like this. What I recommend even in that video is for you to get a budget hosting that will serve you at the barest minimum, and that's why Hostinga comes to mind. Hostinga right now is the best budget hosting platform out there today. You can start for as low as 2.99, and sometimes you get amazing deal for even as low as 1.99. And in this video I will still show you how you can use my coupon code to get an amazing deal. So if you go to the description, you will see a link to Hostinga. If you click that link, it's an affiliate link. It will bring you to this page where you will get an amazing 75% off your hosting. And to even make this a little bit more encouraging for you, is that I'll be showing you exactly like I told you earlier how you can use my coupon code to get something even cheaper. And also, like I told you in the beginning, I'll be giving this website template for free to anyone who buys through my host. If you want it, you can send me an email with a screenshot of your receipt on Hostinga, and then I will send you and also tell you how you can install that website template with just a free simple plugin in WordPress. So if you come here, what you need to do is to claim this deal. It will bring you down here and you will see that you have amazing resources if you invest in this, from unmetered traffic to ability to host up to 100 website. You have 100 gigabyte of SSD storage, you have free weekly backups, you have 24/7 customer support, you have unlimited free hosting, free domain, free email, so you can create professional emails for your site, and you have an optimized WordPress, and that's fantastic. So you can click here to see the list of all the features, but these are the exciting ones listed here. If you come down here, you see that you have several more. But one thing I noticed about Hostinga is that Hostinga gets to reward customers who invest more in them on long-term basis. So you can see that Hostinga here offers 48-month plan, and you see that you can invest, you can buy for as low as 2.99, but if you're going for a monthly plan, you'll be investing as high as 11.99. That's crazy. But I'll show you that if you come down here, you will see that you have a 75% off. What you should be paying ideally is $432, but you'll be able to get it for $143 for 1.83 and 52 cents. But again, you can still use my coupon code like I said earlier. If you come down here and you use my coupon code Daps and you apply to this, you will see that you still get a slash down to $129 for a 4-year, and that's for the 8-month plan for $129. That's crazy. And in case this is even still much for you, you can still even maybe invest in a yearly plan, which makes sense, and you see that you are just paying $32.29 for you to host your website for 1 year and run your restaurant business. This is a no-brainer. This is something you should jump on, as a matter of fact. So I have made this very easy for you. Just buy this through my link, I'll give you my template, and you also have a coupon code, so you don't have any reason not to be able to invest something this small, as low as $32 for you to be able to install your website. But if you can afford more, I would advise you to do the minimum of 24 months so that you can rest, you can plan your business for 2 years before you are investing again into any other hosting. But if you can go for the 48 months plan. I always would jump at offers like this to go for as high as possible as I can. So that's everything you need to do here. So once you are done, all you have to do is just choose your payment plan. Literally, someone like me would like to do PayPal. Go through this process, check out, and once you check out, the first step of the journey is done. We have our hosting and a free domain for 1 year ready, and then we'll continue by setting it up. Immediately you're done with your payment, you are supposed to come here to set up your hosting account. So what you need to do is to hit the start now button, and then it will ask you, who are you creating your website for? You can just let them know you're creating it for yourself, or if you're creating it for someone, or I already have a website, I'm just trying to migrate or something. But because this is a tutorial, I would just have to skip this, and then you can do you want to create, and the next thing is they're asking you, do you want to create a new website or you want to migrate an existing website? But since we are creating a new website, we are going to go with this option. And then the next thing they will ask you is, are you setting up WordPress or you want to use an Hostinger website builder? But for the sake of this tutorial, we are sticking with WordPress. So now this is where you can create your login details for WordPress. You'll be asked, yes, definitely English language, and this is my administrator email, which is good. And then I need to create a password. So please know that you need to use one number, one lowercase letter. It has to be between 8 and 50 characters, one symbol, one uppercase letter, and so that's very dynamic. You need to create a very secured password. If not, you won't be able to pass this stage. So once that is done, you hit your continue button, and then you would be asked if you want to add plugins like this, but ideally we don't want to add all of these plugins. We want to install the plugins that we want. This, in my opinion, is not useful, so skip. I will manage my plugin later. You'll be asked again, which do you prefer? Do you want to install any of this theme here? So we are skipping this as a matter of fact. So this is where you need to claim your free domain. You can just come here and click your domain, and then you'll be asked to enter the domain name you want to claim, and also the TLD. I would advise you leave this at .com. .com is very general, but again, this is you and your restaurant website. So my cbmastery.com is available. The next thing I will do is to just hit the continue button. So here you have to set primary details. You can choose your country. For me, I'm currently in Nigeria. This is personal, so I'll hit the next button. So now for my domain name, I will have to enter my contact details as the owner of the domain name I just registered. Once I put all my necessary details, the next thing I need to do now is to hit the finish registration button, and my cbmastery.com is being registered. So let's finish setting up. Now we need to choose our server location. By default here I have North America, and I used to advise people that choose the server location that is closest to where people who want to visit your website are. So if you are somewhere in Europe and you want to create this restaurant for people in America, then fine, America is good. If you click on your server, you would see the available server resources. We have one in North America, which is in the US, Arizona, and we have one which is in Europe, in France. We have in Netherlands, United Kingdom, Lithuania. We have in South America, that is Brazil, Asia, India, and Singapore. So depending on where you are, where you feel is closest to where the people who wants to visit your website are, you need to do that. I can make a change if I want to, but I will just leave this at North America, and then I would finish. You wonder why your server location is important. The closest your server has to people visiting your website, the faster your website speed. So that's quite very important. So as we can see now, our website is being installed and things are happening. So let's give this a few more seconds to finish up. All right, well done. We are ready. So the next thing for us to do is to start editing our website, because we are as good as we have a WordPress website already. But I like to go to control panel first to just check that everything is fine on my website before we continue. So once I'm here, the first thing I want to check is to come to security and come to SSL to see that my security certificate was installed correctly. But as you can see, this is still installing, so we may need to give this some time for this to install. So we can see that SSL has now been installed for CB Mastery. So that being active, we are as good to go. We can see here that we have the option to visit our website directly here, and we have the option to edit our website. So that's what I'll be going. So this will take us directly to the back end of our website. But in case you're very eager to see what your website looks like right now, if you click this will take you to the front end of your website. So this is exactly what it is, cbmastery.com. So this is the default WordPress right now available, and this is now the back end of our website. I like to keep things very simple. So first things, I would like to hosting, and most hosting platforms would install a lot of things into your website, which for me I really don't like. So I just come to plugins immediately and come to install plugins to see a bunch of plugins that have already been installed for me. Hosting app plugin, I really don't see any need for a plugin like this. Lightspeed Cache, yes, I might leave this on my website, but if you're looking for a free caching plugin, then this is quite fantastic. But now that we want to install our website, we would want to deactivate it. Once we are done, we can then reinstall it. So these are the plugins that are active, so I have to click them, and then I'll come to bulk action, I'll click deactivate, and I'll click apply. I want to keep our website very, very clean. So what I will do right now is to click this or click this, whichever way is okay. It will just highlight everything. But since I will advise that you leave this to cache your website, so let's untick this, and then we can come to bulk action. We can then hit delete button. We can do that up here too as well, and then we hit apply button, and it will ask for a confirmation, and then we click OK. So the next thing for us to do right now is to install a theme for our website so that we can change the general outlook of our website. So we have the default WordPress installed. So as you can see, I just refreshed. So let's come to appearance, and let's come to themes, and let's see what themes we have. So we still have 2023, 2021 and 2022 theme installed. So let's delete these ones, we don't need them. Okay, so now let's add a new theme. Really, we'll not be doing much with this theme. We just need to add this theme so that we can get some basic WordPress functionalities like installing our menu and all of those things. So let's come here and let's install this first theme we see, which is the Hello Elementor theme, and let's activate it. Now that this is done, you see this is prompting us to install Elementor plugin. Yes, we should install that, and this will take us to the section where we need to start installing all the needed plugins that we'll be using to design that website. So this has been installed. Let's just come to add new. Let's not activate it yet. We'll activate all of them together because we have a bunch of plugins. We have just 2 more plugins to install. So let's install another plugin called Element Kit. So this is an add-on for Elementor. We will need this plugin as well. So let's install it. There's finally a plugin we need to install, which is the Envato plugin. So we have this Envato element here. Let's install this plugin, and now let's come to all our installed plugins. So we have them here. So let's highlight all of them, and let's take away light speed, and then let's activate all of them. Bingo, we have these 3 plugins installed already, and that's beautiful. So the next thing we want to do is to create some pages on our website. So like if you come to the grill here, you see we have quite a number of pages, 1 2 3 4, and we also have the order now, which is 5. So we're going to be creating all these pages. Very important. So let's come to pages here, and let's come to all the pages. Let's see what we have. We have privacy and sample. You may want to edit this privacy page for you to use it, but we don't want a sample page, so let's come to add new. So we're going to call this home. This is our home page, so we're going to publish this page, and then we're going to go back to WordPress, and we're going to add new again. We're going to create another page called an about us page, but we can just call it about, and then we can publish this. And then we're going to come back to WordPress. We can create another page, which is our menu page, and then we can publish this. We can come back to WordPress. Let's add new again, and let's create our services page, and let's publish this too as well. A few more pages to create. Let's create our contact page. A mistake there, so I can correct that, and then we hit the publish button, and then let's come back, and then finally we have our order now page that we still need to create. So we can call this order now, and then we can publish this. Good stuff. So we have all the pages of our website created already, and this is quite fantastic. So the next thing for us to do right now is to create menu for our website. So let's come to appearance, and let's come to menu. We don't have any menu created here already, so we can create a menu. We can call this maybe our main menu. We can make this for our header and our footer really, and then let's create this menu. Okay, so now we can then add all the stuff we have here to our menu, except for our order now. I can add all of this to our menu. You can add the order now to your menu in case you want that. That's really up to you, but I created another button for order now, which is good enough. I want to rearrange this. I want my home page first, and I want my about page next. I want my my menu page next. I want my services page next, and then contact. This thing just kind of work. People come to your website, the first thing they want to know is they want to know more about you before they want to, okay, who are these guys? And once they read it, the next page there should be about you, and the next thing you want them to check your menu, and they're checking your menu. Okay, fantastic, and they can check out, and they may say, okay, we want to check other services people render, and then maybe let's contact them. So there's an hierarchy, and there's a way this thing work in the psyche. So that's how I love to arrange my menu, and then we can then save our menu. Fantastic, we have menu created already. So let's see what our website looks like. Let's refresh this. Something entirely different. You can see we have our website here, and we have our menu here, which is good enough. But let's come back here. There are still some things we need to do. First off, I need you to always come to your settings and come to general settings. So here we need to put the title of our website and then the tagline of our website. I can just call this the grill. So that's I really can't remember what I have as a tagline, but you can also put a tagline here. At least just know that you can set your date format and set your time zone. The site language is in UK. You can set this to your country. This is very important for your website. But for this is just tutorial, so I won't be setting this up. So I'll save these changes. And the next thing you want to do is to come to reading. Here you will see that our home page is displayed to our latest post, but we want, since we have created a home page, so we can then select the home as now our home page. And then for our post page, I really don't want to do blog here, but in case you want to blog about some recipes on your restaurant website, you can create a page called blog and then add that page here as your post page. But for the sake of this tutorial, I'm leaving that very basic, so I'm hitting the save changes button. So that's it. Finally, I need you to come to permalinks. You need to be sure that your permalinks are set. So as you can see, this is set to plain. Plain is not good enough. You need to set this to post name. That's the best permalink structure that I advise. Is best even for SEO purpose. So leave that as post name, then hit the save changes button. We've done well to attend to some basic settings on our website, so you can still check more for all the settings here, especially for reading, for discussion. Do you want people to send comments and all those things? Those things are self-explanatory. I don't want to waste so much time doing that, but this one I just did is very important for our website now. So if we refresh this, so you can see we have our home page all set. So this is good. So the next thing we're going to be doing is to create the header and the footer of our page. We will be using the help of the plugin Element Kit add-on to create our header and our footer. So for this, so if you hover around Element Kit here, you will see a portion here for header and footer. So you click this. However, I will not be able to use that right now because we need to just follow the basic prompt here. So yeah, I really don't like to mess up with so many things here, but yeah, there's still some basic features that you can turn on in case you want to have a one-page scroll or website widget builder. But and you can also use this for mega menu. Maybe I'll do another tutorial around that to create mega menu and have your recipes on your menu. Somebody can just click your menu and then they will see pictures of all your recipes. That's quite fantastic, but that I won't be covering in this tutorial. But yes, we can just come to sign up. You can come to website power hub tutorial. Just follow this procedure, and once you are done, you can hit your save changes button. So immediately we are done, we will now have access to use this plugin called Element Kit. So we'll come to header and footer, and then we can create a template for our website. So we will see option here for header and footer, but this is empty, so really there is no need. All we have to do is hit the add new button, and then we can just call this header. The type is header, and that's good. We want this on the entire website, and that's good again. So we activate this, and then we can click the edit content button. So yeah, that will launch up Elementor, as you can see here, for us to customize our header. Close this pop-up. We'll close my navigator as well. I really don't like that, but if we come here, we will see a portion here for Element Kit. So we click this, that will launch us here, and then we can come to sections, and we have quite some sections here we can play around. This thing does this once in a while. You click section, yet it's still loading pages. I want to believe this is one of those glitch from Element Kit, but that's fine. Let me filter this to header. Maybe that will take away all the pages. So let's install, let's click this. We'll see exactly this is what this menu looks like. Let's insert this. This is good enough. There are quite a number of headers there that we can bring in. Some of them are free, some of them are paid, so that's really dependent on you to know which one you want to do, but the free ones are just good enough right now, since majority of all the things we want to cover in this tutorial is free. So this is not close to the header we have here on our website, but we're going to customize it. So let's come back here. First off, let's change the background of this header to black. So I have all of them at 0, and that's good. That's the first thing. The second thing we want to do here is to change this. Oh, sorry, come back. It's supposed to be here. I think Elementor just did the recent upgrade. I'm seeing a different outlook to their platform, and that's beautiful. Pink, black, good. So now I'm supposed to select the menu we created before, which is main menu. So I bring that here. You should see our menu pop here, and this is good. So now we're supposed to work with a logo Here I designed a logo earlier with Canva, which is the grills, and that's exactly what we use here. So I will be importing that file here. So let me select that file on my computer. So I have some pictures here that I worked on. So this too is a logo, so I'll copy it. I have the light and the black version. Let's bring in the light version. We may literally not even be using the dark version throughout this website. So you can see this is big, so let's come to styles and let's reduce this to a comfortable size. Okay, once that is done, let's come back here and let's put this at the center, and this is good enough. I hope this is not too big, but this is good. But somewhere around this, work with any size that you're okay with. And then I have a call to action button here rather than social media handle. So I can come here and I can come to buttons. I can just drag my button element here, and then I can delete this. So if you hover around that, that is gone. So for my button, I can click this, and then I want to make this justified full, which is good. So the next thing we want to do is to come to our styles, and then for the background color, when we click this, I want to make this transparent, so I'll drag this to transparent, and that's fantastic. And then I want to give this a border, and then let's make it solid, and you can see I have my white shadow around it. So that is good for our call to action. So click, so let's change the click now to order now. Okay, so we're supposed to link that to our order now page. So let's copy this URL, let's paste this, and then let's put order now. So that would lead us to our order now page. I think I still remember the URL. And then the next thing we want to do is to work on the responsiveness of this header. We need to be very sure that this will be compatible. So once you click down here, you will have this option here to see what this would look like on various devices. It's looking okay on a web version, on a desktop. Let's switch this to a tab. So I think I really don't like how this is displaying here. So what I can do is to reduce the size of this, or better still, just bring this here. So I want my menu to be here, and then this I can increase the size. And for this, I can reduce the size to, let's just say 30. That's quite small. So for this one here, I can increase the size to no, but no, I don't want the order now button to be that big. So let me reduce it. This is good enough. For this, I can increase this to, let's say 40, and then for this I can reduce this back to 20, or let's do 25. This is good now for tab. I want the order now button here, and then the menu button here, and we can come to mobile. We can see this is not displaying good enough, so I can change this to as well. Instead of making this 100, I can just turn this to 40, let's say 60. Okay, and then I can change this as well to let's say 40, and that's good for mobile. So the domain here, order now, and then menu button, and then let's come back to our web version to see that everything is alright. This has changed, but I can, that's because I corrected that earlier, but I can change this back. Then let's see how this would look here, and I think I can just leave this like this. Here is not too bad, so we can update our page, and then let's come back to the grills here and let's refresh this. So we have our menu here, and that's good enough. So let's come back. We're gonna do the same thing for our footer. So let's exit this. Let's come to elements kit and let's come to header and footer. So we can see we have our header here active on our entire website. So let's add new and let's call this footer, and let's change this type to footer, and this will display on the entire site. Let's activate this and let's edit this content. So let's hit the element kit icon here. Let's change this to sections. Let's filter this down, but again this is the footer that I use, so there's no need filtering this down. Let's just hit the insert button, and then we have this here already. So let's change this to our logo. One thing I failed to do during the header was to change to link the logo to our home page. I should copy this and then I should be able to add this to our home page. So let's come to style so that we can reduce the size of this logo to something not too big, and then I think I'm gonna just do away with this, and then if we click on this we'll have our social media icons here, but Dribble is far off for a restaurant, and then LinkedIn maybe not too. Instagram, Twitter and Facebook is good enough. So you can customize your footer to however you want, but again I want to keep these two as black just to maintain the color we used earlier. So let's come to style, let's change this to black. I'll just drag this till it is 000, which is good enough. I really don't want to waste so much time with the footer here, so I know you can customize this. There should be a sign up button here. So we may need to install another plugin to help us do that, maybe MailChimp, but I really don't want to cover that tutorial now. So let's change our credit to, let's change this to 2023. Instead of element kit, I'll call this my CB mastery or the grills, since that's the name of the site. Let's just call this the grill. For this I can just change this, come to Elementor here, search for menu, and then drag the element kit navigation menu here. I just want to drag that here, and then I'm going to delete this. So when I click on this I can select my main menu as well, so I will have my menu there. So as you can see, for the menu here we need to customize this. We can come to styles, and menu height we can reduce this to the barest minimum. 30 is still even big. I can just change this to 20. Okay, this is good enough. And then I can come here and take away any padding that we have here. So let's hit this element and let's come here, and you can see I have some margin and padding here for the bottom. This is 16. I'll keep 16 here. I wouldn't want to erase that. That would just mess things up. As you can see, that's an error. Okay, so this is good. There's also a margin here that we will need to take away. So let's come to advanced. So you can see top here is 400. So let's take this to 0, and that will close up that gap there. And then let's update this page. Yeah, page now updated. That's good. So let's see what our website now looks like. Let's refresh this. So you see we have the header and footer all set. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful stuff. So we're supposed to even change the color of this menu. We should be able to do that. What should be there should be white. That black is not popping. I can come to styles. So when we come to menu item styles, we can hit this and just drag this to white. So, and that's good, and we can update this page. Alright, so header footer completed. Let's exit this page. Alright, since we have our header and our footer updated already, the next thing we have to do is to set up Envato, because we'll be using Envato to design all of our pages, the content of our pages. So let's come to element here. You see element here, this is an Envato element, and then you can hover around it. You can come down here to free blocks. Like I did told you, we'll be using free stuff throughout this video, so let's come to free kits, not free blocks, sorry. And then we will have a lot of free designs here that we can easily import into our website, but right now I just want us to type restaurant, and then let's search for restaurant, and you see that you have quite a number of elements, kits here that you can easily bring into your website to design this. So fantastic stuff here. But I want to I'll be using this Italian restaurant in this tutorial, so I'll install this and then I can view this kit. So this is the template that we'll be using in this tutorial. So now let's start designing our pages. The first page to design is our home page, so let's come to pages, let's come to all pages. So let's come to home page. Let's view this in a new tab. So this is what our home page is looking like currently. So let's edit this page. So once we are here, we can just click edit with Elementor, and then this will take us to Elementor for us to edit this page. So here now at Elementor, we want to fill the space in between the header and the footer. So the first thing we should do before we import whatever we want to import is for us to come to settings now, and then change our page layout from default to Elementor full width. We'll need that to take away the home page. So you can see the home rating here, title is gone, so we have to just play with Elementor completely to design this. So now let's use our Envato element, and we have our Italian restaurant template that we want to use. So let's view this template. Now we have quite a number of home pages here, but you can say pay attention that there will be need for you to install some things to work. But if you scroll down here, you see that there is no problem with any of the element here, but if you come here, you see that this is where this one is red, is saying that you would need to install Elementor Pro for you to use a pop-up, and this is a pop-up element, but we're not using the pop-up anyway, so it means that we can use the remaining ones for free. So I'm saying this in case you're not using this same one, you want to use another one. You need to be very careful to see that the element you want to use do not have a requirement which may be a paid plugin for you to use it. So this is free. So we'll be using the home page tool for tutorial purpose. So let's import this into our page. Fantastic, we have something here that we can work with already. So let's close this sidebar and let's see what our website looks like. So you can see this is good. If you scroll down, this is close to what we have earlier, but just not entirely. So you can see we are almost done designing our home page, just that I just made some little changes. So for restaurant, I'm not sure if a cup of maybe lemonade, or I don't know what this is good enough to be the first thing you want people to see. So that's the reason why I changed this image completely. So we can edit this element by clicking this, and then we can come to styles. We'll see the background image, which is this. So we can change this image completely. So let's import, and let's select a different file entirely, show all of them. Oh, the image I'm supposed to use is even there. So this is the new image I designed with Canva, and then I can upload this here. So like I said, if you buy through my affiliate link, you have access to all of this. So you can just buy hosting through my affiliate link, send me an email, I will send you this website entirely. So you can select this, and then you can see we have something entirely different. So I still need to customize this. So for our welcome to restaurant here, I would change this. This is aligned to the right. I would align this to the left, and this as well, I will align this to the left as well. So I also did make changes to the front. I really don't just feel too cool with this front, so I can click this and I can come to style. I can come to a typography, and then I can change this to, okay, I think it is Porter 1. Okay, so this is the same font I used earlier here. So you can see this is the same font I used. So let's come back and let's continue. But the beauty about this is once I have made changes to this, and I also had an effect to this. Let me show you here. Let's refresh this page. You can see that there's an effect here, so we can also add that effect as well. We can come to advanced, we can come to motion effect, and this is default. I can change this to slide. I think I work with sliding, so sliding from the left. Okay, so that's the same thing. So for me to be able to replicate these same settings here below, I'll just hit this and then hit copy and then come down here and then do paste style. So you can see the same motion effects here too will be replicated here. That's good enough for now. So that's it. Going down, so I made changes here. So if you come here, this to welcome to the grills, and I added this text, so maybe I should copy this. So let's come back to Elementor here, and then let's bring in a text editor down here, and then we can change this to this. And I remember that I use Poppins. Okay, let's come to style. Sorry, let's come to text. Let's change this from this to, let's type in Poppins. Good. I think I made this bold, but again, this is just you style this however you want to, and I change this to white. Good. And then I added an effect to this, a motion effect. While that one was sliding in from left, this should be just sliding up. Okay, and this is good. So this is exactly what I did here. So as specials, I changed this to featured menu, and then I changed some of the images here to the images I designed. Oh, sorry. And then I can change this as well. So you can change this whatever you want to, but for me I choose to call this featured, because that's the first thing you want to put in people's face. Best selling food you have in your restaurant might be your featured menu, the frequently bought food. You don't want people scrolling down before they find that menu, so that's the reason for this section here. So I can change this as well, the style. I can change the front. Okay, featured menu. I think the size, I'm not even sure, but I think this is big. We can tone this down a little. $50, that's good. And then I change these images here to new images from, so let's upload those images. So we're using this image first, and then I can customize, I can style this. Instead of 80%, this 100% is good for this. And then we can come to the border radius. We can just increase this to 100%. So that has given us this circle effect, which is good enough. And then that's all for image. Let's come down to content. So I'm changing all of these to poppins. I need to scale this size down to 20, or let's do 25, because I want the title of this to fit into one line like this. So let's leave the title. Let's come down to description, and then let's change this as well to poppins, and we can scale this down as well to 14, and this is good. So as usual, let me change the image of this to, let me copy this, and paste style, and then let's change this image this, and then let's paste style again. Alright, so we have this here. This is good. I'm not sure I added motion effects to this because I want the effect to be on the entire website. Sliding left, good. So I'll copy this and then I'll paste this style as well, and this is good. So for this I would just change this to pop-ins. So I can come to my typography and then come to pop-ins. Good. So for this I can click this, so this logo should come back. I can come to styles. I don't know why the logo is not displaying, but I know that it should display on a live website. It happens once in a while like that. Let's come to content. Let's change this to pop-ins. Good. And then let's come to description as well. Let's change this to as well to pop-ins. Okay. But for this I can scale this down to 14. Alright. Even for the title too, I can scale this down a little. 28 is good. And then I can copy this. So I really don't like how this is double space and this is one space, so that's the reason why I'm going to have to reduce the size. And let's come to content, typography, the header, let's scale this down. Okay, 25, good. And then let's scale this down to 25 too as well. I just like when things are uniform, and I can change this to 25. Alright, so I can copy this here and paste that here as well. So good, we have this over and done with. So we can copy our header here and paste it. No, I'd rather copy this. I like the size of this to be this. So I'll paste the size, I'll paste it here, but I think the space here is much, so I can reduce that. So let's come to style, let's come to typography. Size is okay. I think it is the spacing here that I have problems with. So we've closed this down to -5, and I think this is good enough. And so let's come to content. Let's place this in the middle. This is good. We are waiting for you. But one thing I did on the site here was to have 2 call to actions. So stop by our restaurant every day from 8 AM to 6 PM. One thing about call to actions is that for a website like this, for some web designer, they like to put call to actions in many locations so that they just want people to buy. But for me here, this is one glance here. I have one call to action here. If this person here is not ordering, this person wants to check more and he wants to see more, and the next thing I feel this person should be able to see is your featured menu. And if the person sees this person may have the interest to, oh wow, I think I like this, and you just want to have a call to action maybe somewhere here. But for me, I just like to give people that thrill, like check more, and when they scroll down they see about the restaurant, because they know that they can get quality food, original recipe, and they can get fast delivery, and that's good enough. And when they see this, they just like, okay, I think I should be buying this. And when they are scrolling down, the next thing they are saying is, what are you waiting for? And then they can buy. And for me, I like to take people through that 3 before just throwing buy now button. But for some people, but again, it works differently. I have done it most times where I throw my call to actions everywhere on the website and it has converted. And I have done this again, that I will just have just one call to action on the entire landing page, and that's good enough. If you have good content, you have good videos like this you're seeing here, that can convince people that you had the real deal. And that's if somebody new is coming to your website. But if it's a regular customer, they already know you for the quality you deserve, and they are just looking for the buy now button. And that's the reason why we have this call to action immediately when they log in on the header. You can just, I don't need you to go through the website, you already know what you're ordering, so just order immediately. For folks who don't know what you want to order something entirely different, and the good thing is that once you click the order now button, you have the option to select whatever you want to buy. So that's the idea about this call to action. Ideally, again, I should have just left this to order now, but I just feel like somebody at this level may not even still want to order. The person may just say, let me see the full list of your menu. And that's the reason why I have two call to actions here. Either way is still a journey to checking out. So from seeing the full list of our menu, they have the ability to now order, which they now have to choose whatever they want to buy. So it do whatever works for you, but I think this over time may be good enough. So let's come. Okay, I think I should copy this text here, just to have the same thing that we did here. But you can just put whatever text you want to put. Really, it's not compulsory. But for me, I don't want to start bothering my head on what to write here. But something convincing for somebody to want to buy, and that's just the idea. Um, you can tell ChatGPT to write a copyright for the name of your website for a restaurant, and I believe ChatGPT can give you an idea of very good things to write, good hooks that would convert, especially when you have people visiting your website for the very first time. I think I'm wasting time on this tutorial. Let's continue. I will change this to poppings as usual. I think in our next page we'll just do in our next page we'll use the default settings to change all the text to poppings once and for all, so you can choose whatever works for you. I'll show you how to do that either way. So then I can, for us to have two buttons, I would just like to come to bring in another inner section here, and then I'll duplicate this into 4. So I will duplicate this, so duplicate another one again. So this is 4. So what I would do now is to just bring this button here, bring it here. What I should have just done, I can then duplicate this. Let's delete one of this. Good. I can reduce the size here to 20. This is 20.2. Let's leave it, and then drag this also. But I be careful of the numbers, make them even. This is 20.3, but let's leave it that way. Either way, you get the idea of what I want to do. So call to action now can be anything, but I can just change this to so you can see this is falling into 2, so I can still increase this to allow it be on just one page. So you get the idea. Nothing carved in stone. And for this one here, I can change it to see our menu, full menu. So whatever works really. For this, I will change the alignment to the left. Yeah, and for this, this is full already. So instead of changing this, I can make this to full, and that's good. So let's see what this would look like if we open this up. Okay, this is good. So let's come back here, and the next thing for us to do is to link our buttons to the appropriate URL. So I'll come to the page here, and I have our menu URL here. So I'm going to pick up this URL, come back here, and then I would update this URL. So while that is done, I'll pop up this URL here and then change that URL to order now. So that's it. We are done with that. So we can come down here. So literally, I'll be doing the same thing for the page. I will just be copying and pasting these styles. So you can watch me do that. I'll come down here. I would change this and also the remaining text. So for these, I would rather custom them myself. It's the same thing. I'll come to styles, and then I would come down to content and then change them to pop-ins. So I'll copy these styles right now, and then I will paste them here, and I'll also paste them here, and I have something uniform. After copying and pasting this, I can see that this thing is not aligning, so I might just style them a little more by reducing them so that they can align properly. So I'll come to styles, I'll come to my content as usual, I would come to my typography, and then I can scale this down a little, and that's good enough. I'll go to heading as well. I'll scale this down too as well. And then I can also scale down my icon too. Okay, this is good. So let me copy and paste this. Alright, but I still see that this one here is not aligning properly. We can still go ahead and style this so that the phone number can align correctly, but I would not want to waste so much time doing this. Let's view this on our web view, and you can see it's aligning well, but maybe not too well on a tab or a phone view. But you can just customize that yourself to reduce the size and make it responsive. But I think I'm done with the page here. We have a very nice page, so I'll update this page now. That's it. So we can come here and let's refresh our page and let's see what we have. Bingo, I have a custom made beautiful home page, super ready, beautiful, as you can see. So let's go to the next page. I'll be doing pretty much the same thing. So okay, so let's edit our about page with Elementor. So let's come here first. Let's come to about page and see what we have so that I can know exactly what we are about to design. Okay, so this is what it looks like. So let's come here, let's come to Envato, and then let's come to our template here, and then let's scroll down to about page. And we have about page here. We have, this is about 3 of them, but this is exactly the one I'm supposed to use. So let's import this into our page. Oh great, our page is ready. So let's come to settings and let's come to template here, and let's switch this to Elementor full width. Alright, good. So we are set to start customizing this. Okay, so here, so I can just come here and copy this and then come back here and then paste the style. As you can see, we have this done here. So I think I can centralize this, which is fantastic. I can come down here as well and come to styles and then come to typography. Here I can change this to poppins. Good stuff. But I can change this pizza to mail. I can just we make not just pizza. I can just change it to we make not mail. We make you happy. So we can come down here and then we can paste this and centralize this. Good. So I can just change this directly to poppins myself. So I'll be copying and pasting this into the other section in the page, so you can just watch me do this. So I'll customize this myself. I'll come to styles, I'll come to content, and then go to typography and change this to poppins. So after customizing this to poppins, I'll copy the styles into the other two as usual. So let's watch. I'm just trying to tone this down. I think it's a little big, so we can make it a little smaller so that it could just fit. So I'm copying and pasting the same style up there into the new one here, so I can copy the title as well and change this as well. Excuse me. Alright, so as you can see, my page is ready to go. Now I'll be updating this page. Good, so let's come back here and let's go to our about page. Super beautiful. We have a page ready to go, and that's fantastic. You see how super easy it is to style this page, change the text. So let's come to the next page, which is our contact page. So let's edit this in a new page. We're going to change this to Elementor full width. Okay, so let's import our template and let's scroll down. So this is the contact page. So let's just confirm, let's double check. Let's come to our contact here and let's see what we have. So this is it. Okay, let's come back here. Yeah, so this is exactly what we're supposed to install. So let's import this. Alright, so my page is ready as usual. You can see I've got my page here, so I will just come back here and then copy the styles I have here just to style that page. So I'll paste style, and you can see I'll paste that here too as well. I can just click this for the icons to pop. So for this, I'll just style this myself and just change this to poppins. So copy this and paste this here. So I'll copy this as well, and then I'll paste that to here as well. Great, so I've been able to. Alright, so my icon is popping now. So that's it. We already have this design on our home page here, and I would just want us to copy that from our home page. Unfortunately, I closed the Elementor home page here. We'll just come to the home page here and just load Elementor, and then we can copy and paste that. So here is it. So I can just copy and paste this text. And then we can paste that here, and of course delete the old one. Good. So let's go back and copy our button, and then let's paste that here too as well, and then delete this. Okay, and that's it. We are done with this page. Everything is okay. The buttons are already having the URL copied. So let's update this page, and bingo, our contact page is done. So let's close Elementor here. I think I'll just load the home page URL directly. So let's come to our contact page, so you can see so let's come to our service page. Let's edit this in a new tab. So as usual, we'll be changing the page layout to Elementor full width, and then we can go into Envato, to our templates. We can scroll down to find our services page. Okay, so we have this page here, so we can confirm, come to services. Okay, so then go back and then import this. Oh great, so we have this here. So I'll come back here and copy this, and then I will paste this style here. Okay, when I scroll down here, I can just customize this myself. Just directly changing everything to poppins, and then I will just use this to populate the other element in the page, and we are done. So let's do this. Let's click this for all our icons to pop, and then let's do the same thing for the header as well. So let's copy this, and then let's update the remaining page. As you can see, we have our page ready or styled up, and that's it. That's everything we need to do. Let's update this page, and let's come down here, and let's come here to our menu, and let's edit this in a new page. So as usual, we'll come down to settings and we'll change the page layout to Elementor full width, very important, and then come to element kit and come to our restaurant, and then we can choose this home page here. Let's preview this to see. You see it has menu displayed here, and that's exactly what we want. So let's use this. Let's import this into our page. Alright, so there are a lot of things we'll not be needing, so let's delete some of this away. I think we should just go confirm. Let's come to our menu page. Okay, so this is what we have here. So we can come back here. So I know I'll be deleting everything up here. So let's delete this away. All right, we can see all the menus here and they are fantastic. So let's copy this so that we can style this. Let's copy this as well. Let's paste style. Oh, I should have just pasted this. So let's change this from pizza. Let's change this to mail. So if we come down here and see what we have here, you see that we have this button in this section. So we are going to go back and do the same thing for that as well. So I'll copy this and I'll bring this down here as well. So I'll delete this. That's not useful anymore. So I'll copy this style and then paste that here. Good. Copy these two as well. Paste the style there, and that's it. We can change this to order your mail now. Order your mail here. And then we can copy the URL up there and then paste that here and then change this to order now URL. I think I still have that URL up there, and that's it. So if you come down here and still check, you would see that we just have this call to actions and then the address. And okay, so I'm gonna delete this. I'll copy this to style this as well. I'll copy this too, and then let's paste that in style, and then let's delete this text. I'm not sure we'll need that here. I don't know why this icon is not showing here, but I believe it will show on our the home page. So let's come to typography and let's style this to Poppins. Okay, good. So I can then copy this and use it to style the remaining elements in the page. So I'll paste that here as well. I'll come down here and do the same thing for all of this. Fantastic. So let's click this so have our icon display, and that's it. So our page is good to go. I can come here and update this page. Alright, so our menu page is ready. Beautiful. So let's come back to the back end, and that's bringing us to our last page, which is now the order now page. Let's edit this in a new tab. And I'll be editing this with Elementor as usual. Come to settings, and then I'll change this to Elementor full width, and then I can come to Envato element and then use our template, and then scroll down to this food delivery. Just before I insert this, I just want you to know that you have quite a number of template here that you can still use, like our chef. You can open a page for that, and also a product page. This is something very fantastic. I would have done that. I was tempted to do that in this tutorial, to have a product page for each of the pages, but that would be fantastic if you just have maybe few product item you're selling, if you're selling maybe 2-3 food, so if you click this now, you can see that it describes that product vehemently. And the beauty is that you can also still upsell other products to them. They can add all of this to cart. So this is another route, but it's up to you how you want to structure your website. So let's come back to our food delivery and let's import this into our page. Alright, so we can scroll down. This is what we have. There are a ton of things here that we'll not be using. I can click this to make the icon pop. So like this, for example, we definitely won't be needing this, so I'm going to be deleting this away. Okay, I'm not sure I need this as well. Yeah, need fast delivery. You can call this number. Ordering with a phone call is very much allowed. So we can come here and copy this, and then we can just paste that style here and just do the same thing for this. So, and that's fine. So they can just call us and they can have their order. So I can delete these two as well. I'm not sure we're gonna need that. Yeah, I think this is good. I can just change the typography to Poppins. So I can copy this and paste that here, and then paste the style here as well. I don't for the logo, they are not coming up. I don't know why, but I believe they would show in the live page, so I don't need to worry so much about that. So I can delete these two as well. So we are almost there. The last thing we need to do here is to bring in a form, like I did show you earlier, to order, and we'll be needing the help. So I can just close all this tab here to clean this page up. I can open up a tab here and then go to Jot Forms. Alright, so this is Jot Forms. So powerful forms, get things done. Fantastic platform these guys have, and this is what we'll be using. So as a matter of fact, if you come to templates here, you can view some of their form templates. If you scroll down there, you will see that they have a ton of form templates already designed here that you can easily use. But let's search for restaurant. You would see that this form here is exactly what I used in my previous website. So if you come down here and come to their pricing, you see that they have an option to start free, and you can open up to 5 forms, 100 monthly submissions. You can see all the details, monthly form views, you can see. But the thing to note here is this Jot form branding. So let's even check it out, so you will see exactly what it is. So let's come up here and come to order now. So you can see, and you can see that the pictures here are taking time to pop up, so we may need to catch this page, and that's the reason why we didn't delete the catching plugin earlier. So you can see the branding here. It also has a very green button there that for people to come here. It doesn't really make sense, really. That's just the not too good part of the free aspect of this, and they have quite a number of amazing forms. But if you come here and you are not satisfied with that branding, if I were you, I might not really be satisfied with it if I have created that kind of beautiful website. You can maybe consider using any of the paid version from the bronze, silver to gold, $34 monthly for you to have something more. Just in case you're not looking to invest anything currently right now, before this video ends, I can show you a trick for you to hide that branding. However, it still won't solve the problem because you still have some form of limitations, and the free version cannot do more than 100 monthly submission. That's an order you should be thinking to make in a day or two if you're really serious about selling. So finally, I would just advise you to consider that paid plan, and if you want to, I have a link in the description below for you to come here. It's an affiliate link. You can also consider to buy Jot form through my affiliate link. I'll also be doing more tutorials in the nearest future on Jot forms, so you may want to subscribe to check out those tutorials. So that's it. So you can come here and just sign up, but for me, I will log in since I already have a free account. Okay, so we can come back to our template now. We can use this template, but before we do that, let's refresh this page so that I'll be logging on this tab as well, and then we can use this template. Okay, we have our form here now. So the first thing you can do here is to add your logo, upload a file, but I already did that, so I can just bring that in here and then add that to this page. As you can see, my form is there, so you can change this text here. You can once you click it, you can change it. You can also change this image to something custom. So you see we have three options up here as well: to build, settings, and to publish. So that's the three option we're going to be going. So if you click on the image here, you will have the option at the far right here where you can come here and edit this page. You can change the text, change the images, and also change the pricing. You can set a specific category, you can make it required. There are a ton of one things you can do. You can come to options here, you can add more options. The only options we have here is quantity, so people can buy more. For example, you can have different variation of your food, maybe the one that has onions or the one that has chicken, so people can just go through different options. You can create them variation of your product, so that would make sense if you have a product like that. Let's come to stock. You want to make sure you can control your stock. If you're out of stock from a product, you want to turn that on here so that people don't order what is out of stock. That's very, very important. So up here you can see that we have menu. People can sort out our product, but that's really up to you if you want to do that. You can then come to coupon and create a coupon code. You can come to shipping and turn on shipping. Yes, I think you should charge people for shipping, but if you want to do free shipping, that's really up to you. You can just choose the style of your shipping. I think per transaction makes sense instead of a product, and then I can just charge a flat fee for every shipping I do. I can just say, for example, $20. So the next thing is that shipping text. I can just say shipping fee so that people know exactly what that cost is, and that's it. So I can come to tax in case you want to tax people as well. That's fine. I don't know how these things work in your country or where you are, but you can come to invoice and then generate invoice as well. So you can go through the invoice. You see it's fantastic. You can put your business name, your email. You can just populate things here. I believe these things are self-explanatory. So let's come here, let's keep our attention to our settings, and let's see what we can do with our settings. So we can put our titles here from our form settings, and then our form status is enabled. We can click the show more option as well to see more things we can do. From warnings, we can set a custom warning there. To our form language, you can choose the language you want the form to be, and also translations to other languages. Really, if you are selling to multiple languages, that's okay. That's really up to you, really. Then password protection too is something you can consider, but I really don't think that we need any reason to password protect our form, because we can be sharing this form directly to people. And the next thing here is to encrypt that form, and that is a yes for me, because you don't want people hacking into people's credit card when they are using your form. And you can scroll down to see other things you can do with the settings, and all these things are self-explanatory. I'm not sure you should have a problem doing that. Let's come down to emails. So this will be notification for anyone who uses your form. So this by default is sending to the email which I created the JotForm account with. So you can add more emails in case you have more people who should receive custom orders, and that's fantastic. You can come to conditions, so you can set conditions for if you come down here to these are form. Let's just assume we want to buy this and this now, and go to next. If you scroll down here to delivery option, you see that we said no, we want to this to be delivered, but if you click yes, you can see that this has changed. So now the next thing from you, if you want to pick this up, is to pick set a time for this to be picked, for you to pick that up. And that function is what you're seeing here. So you can add more conditions in case you are selling multiple things with multiple conditions. So our thank you page, you can see you can just you can redirect people to another page entirely on your website or somewhere, but a text is okay here, and you can click that text to edit that text to give them a custom thank you for buying through you. Coming to integrations, this plugin has fantastic integrations from email marketing platforms to a lot of integrations that you can play around with, and that makes it very, very fantastic. So you can see to Zendesk, to you can just do a lot with this form with integration. You can want to integrate this with Aweber or Zoro CRM so that you can start email marketing to anyone who has bought from you, to send them new recipes that you have or maybe discount that you're running, and that's fantastic. Approval flows, I'm not even sure, I've played around here to even know what that it really is, but mobile notification, you can come down here, you can send custom notifications on mobile when people use your form. Like something we didn't do in the builder, I remember right now, is that we can customize this. So we can click that button here to change the color. You can choose to put other colors there, but what I did personally is just to make it as transparent as possible, and then I'll come to the page image here and I delete it. So I think I like that. That will just suit whatever I have on my website instead of trying to give it a specific color. So it's really up to you what you want to do. Oh, the background is back. Let me delete it again. I really don't know why that is. Maybe I should save it. It's back again. Oh, that's weird. Whatever, I really don't care. But so that's it. So if you come, you can scroll down, you see all your images. If you come to your far left here and hit this, you see that you have a ton of elements that you can play around with here. But one thing I did not do here is to show you how to turn this into multi-step form. I feel that when people want to order, that's the only thing they should see. They can just order and that's all. They shouldn't be seeing their details. It will make the form unnecessarily too long, and that's not good. But if you come down here, you will see that you have a ton of elements you can bring into your form, and that's fantastic. But if you scroll down, you see a element here called page builder. You can drag that into anywhere in the page you want to have a break, and that's fantastic. So you can click the settings button here for you to customize your button. So if you come to button style, you can change the color of your button to whatever you're comfortable with, or color that suits your theme. So let me just use something this dark. I think that's okay. Once people order, they click the next button and they can then put their email, their details, and they can make their payment with either their credit card or their PayPal account. And you can come down here, you will see that I have page 1, page 2, and that's fantastic. So the next thing we need to do here is our payment. So we need to work on our payment to integrate our PayPal account so that we receive our payment. So if you come up here, you see a place for payment, and if you click that, you will see that what is there currently is PayPal Business. So and you have other things you can do, but if you click this button here, you can come to payment settings, and if you come to your far right here, so if you hit that settings button, you would be able to come here where you can put this either in test mode or live mode, and you can also come down here and change your currency, your payment type. You may want to maybe show your credit card and also PayPal, which is good. If you click this button here, you'll be able to authenticate this with your PayPal business account. Note that this would work only with PayPal business account. So in case you don't have a PayPal business account, you can switch this to other payment gateways. So there's an option here for PayPal personal account, but if you choose that, you won't have this option there you're seeing down here. You just have a button to submit and it will redirect people to pay on PayPal. So PayPal business have that cool look and also a credit card option. But if you come here, click this and change this, you can use a personal PayPal, you can use Stripe, you can use a turn and one checkout option here that you're comfortable with, square. That's it. I'm not sure that's much of a big deal, but sincerely it's really up to you what you're comfortable with, but this is workable with a number of payment gateways. So I'll close this up. That's it for building our forms. I think that's everything here. So we can come back to our settings. I think we are done with all the settings here as well, so we can then come to publish. So immediately we hit the publish button, you would see that we would have a link here. This link, if you copy it, if you give anybody, they can easily just go straight to your form and then pay and then make an order online. But the option we are interested more in is at the far left here. If you come here, we'll come to embed. You will see that we have a code here. We can copy and embed these on our website. However, this plugin does have a WordPress plugin that they will tell you can integrate your forms on your WordPress website. But I really don't see a need installing that plugin anymore, just to embed something on our website. So I'll just copy this code here and come to our page. I can just hit the plus button here and come here and just choose one and choose this and then make this full width, and then I can come to our element. You can use HTML, you can use shortcode, any of them would work. So I can paste, I can drag this here, and then I can paste embed code there. So that's it. Our form will be displayed here. I can maybe drag our form up here because we want our form before this, and then update the page. So we can click this to view this page in a new tab and see exactly what we have. Alright, you need fast delivery, you can call that phone number, and if you don't want to call phone number, you can come down here and order. And you can see we have our form here. Like I'm telling you, you can see maybe it's my internet connection, the pictures are taking time to come up, so we will need to cache this page. That's very important if you want to use this form, so that these images here can load faster. Okay, so before I round off this video, I just figured out that I can just walk around a trick to cover up this. This is not me encouraging you to do anything, I'm just showing you what's possible. If you come down here, the thing is, we can have an element here that can override anything we have up here. But I don't want to waste so much time or design anything. I think what I can just do is, let's use this. Since this have a dark background, let's bring this up here. So what we can do is we can just we can customize this, and we can come to advanced options, and we can just set margins. We can shift the margin up to override what we have up there. Let's click this, and then for top here, let's do maybe minus 100. So that's 1000, so minus 100. Let's update this page, and then let's come to order now, and let's refresh this page. Alright, so as you can see here that this page here is overriding with the form, and it has covered up that credit, and that's just one trick that you can do to cover that up. You may not be comfortable with social icons here, but it's beautiful. But that's really up to you, but that's one thing you can do to override this. So you can go ahead and start using the form, but again, I would advise you to just go pro using this form. But I just want to show you what's possible. I'm not encouraging you or endorsing you to do this. I'm not like that. I'm just showing you what's possible. That's it for this tutorial. Thank you very much for watching up until now. If you find this video very useful, give me a thumbs up. If you have any question, let me know in the comments. And also do not forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel so that you can see more awesome videos like this. I post awesome videos regularly around WordPress, showing you what works and showing you what do not work, making you look like a pro even though you are a non-techie. So if you're into WordPress, you want to learn a thing or two, consider joining the family. And that's my time. That's it for this video. I'll see you in another video, and until then, take care of yourself.